This meeting of the Western Wayne School Board will come to order. Please rise and join us in prayer, followed by the pledge of allegiance.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for another great school year. Please watch over our children as they leave us for the summer. Keep them safe. Bring them back to us safely and ready to go in September.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Hollister.
Here.
Mr. Olsemer.
Here.
Mr. Gershi.
Here.
Mrs. Fiorella.
Here.
Mr. Cadenzi.
Present.
Mr. Lindau.
Here.
Mr. McDonough.
Here.
Mrs. Kliss.
Here.
Dr. Lecoq.
Here.
Mr. Sheehan.
Here.
Ms. Emmett is here. Dr. Barrett.
Here.
Mrs. Donahue. Here. Ms. Kaliski.
Here.
Mrs. Miller. Here. Mr. Gogolski.
Here.
Mrs. Olsemer.
Here.
Mrs. Corelli.
Here.
Mrs. La Rosa.
Here.
Mrs. Gregory.
Here.
Mrs. Liptak.
Here.
Mr. Hollister, you have 8 board members present.
Thank you. Item 5 on the agenda. Do we have a motion?
I move that the Board of Education appoint Jeffery Gogolski as a member of the Western Wayne Board of Education to fill the seat vacated by Gary Putnight, Region 1, for the remainder of the unexpired term ending December 7th, 2015.
I have Mr. Olsemer seconding the motion. The motion has been made and seconded. Are there any questions or comments?
I have a comment. I want to congratulate Mr. Gogolski on winning the May 19th primary, and I wish him all the best when he comes onto the board. Per my comments on April 29th, and then again on May 4th, about the process in which we went about as a district and board when it came to replacing Mr. Putnight's resignation, I thought we could have done more. So for the principle of which the process was dealt with, I will vote no for his appointment, not for the person, because I look forward to working with him, but the principle of the process in which it took place.
Any other questions or comments?
Just so the public knows, the board did agree to pursue this route, and it wasn't unanimous, but it was quite clear majority of the board voted to go in this direction.
Yeah, I have a comment also in regards to that. We just felt at the time, when Jeff and Lorna, Dr. Johns was running, that if one of them won the race outright, rather than to bring somebody in new to fill the vacancy from now until November, that it would, the right thing to do would, if one won it outright, to appoint them as soon as possible within that 30-day frame. And that's what we're going to do.
Any others? Questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no.
No.
Any abstaining? The ayes have it by a vote of 7 yes and 1 no for clarification purposes. Mr. Cadenzi, the voting no on this matter. Mr. Gogolski, if you would at this time, please stand and raise your right hand to receive the oath of office. I do solemnly swear or affirm
I do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity.
and I will discharge the duties of this office with fidelity.
Thank you. Would you please join us at the board? Ms. Emmett, if you would so note that in the minutes of this meeting, we now have 9 board members present. Moving forward on the voting taking place. We'll move to item 7. Do we have a motion for the approval of minutes?
I make a
motion that the Board of Education approve the minutes of the regular board meeting on May the 4th, 2015.
Second. The motion has been made and seconded. Are there any questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. Any abstaining? The ayes have it unanimously. Item 8, do we have a motion, please?
I move that the board accept the treasurer's reports for the general account and the food service account.
I'll second it.
The motion has been made and seconded. Are there any questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no.
No.
Any abstaining? The ayes have it by a vote of 7 yes and 1 no by Mr. Gaudenzi. I'm sorry, yes, 8. Item 9, do we have a motion?
I move that we pay the bills that were generated by the general account and the food services account.
I'll
Food
second.
service account.
I'm sorry, I'll second.
The motion has been made and seconded. Are there any questions or comments?
Yeah, I have a comment. My no vote specifically entails any nepotism inside the school district, which in this month's bills even includes my own father, who does junior high announcing for track and field. It's the principle that I stand against. So when everyone sees me vote no against the treasurer's report and the bills, it's to defeat that purpose. When you analyze the bills, you see the names that are being paid, and on the principle, you object to it. So that's why there's a no vote for me on these.
Any other questions or comments?
I would just like to comment, AJ, when you're talking about nepotism for paying the bills for your father being on the list, that's actually an abstain because your father is on the board, that you don't have to vote no.
I choose to vote no.
Well, that's your choice, but I'm just doing an explanation for you that it was because of your father. But when you say no all the time to every single public board meeting, you are saying no, don't pay the teachers, don't pay bills that were generated for the education of our children, don't pay the bills that allow this school district to go forward.
And I understand that. And then when you hold a principle to be true to yourself, you'll vote upon that if you disagree with it. And I appreciate your opinion.
Any other questions or comments? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no.
No.
Any abstaining? The ayes have it by a vote of 8 yes and 1 no by Mr. Gaudenzi. At this time, we have some student recognition.
Thank you.
We'll start with the principals list, I believe.
Yes, thank you, Mr. President. Tonight we have several students that we'd like to recognize. First is our principals list. The principals list is awarded to students who earned the first and second place respectively in their within their classes 9 through 12, and that means they have the highest GPA for their marking period at this point. So in 12th grade, the principals list award recipients go to Timothy Lashinsky first and Lila Fairclough, who are unable to be here with us tonight. In 11th grade, we have Ryan Batzel. I believe Ryan is here. And we have Kyle Thorpe. Kyle? In 10th grade, we have Ben Field. I don't believe Kelly DeVito is here with us tonight, but Kelly was the runner. In the 9th grade, we have Tylea Alpha. And Amanda Harold. Congratulations to those students on a tremendous academic honor. Next, we'd like to recognize a few seniors this evening, a few outstanding seniors. First is Sabrina DiTuci. Sabrina is the daughter of Charles and Dolores DiTuci of Newfoundland.
Hello, my name is Sabrina DiTuci, and I would like to thank the Board of Education for recognizing me tonight. And I'd also like to thank my parents for pushing me as far as they did. At Western Wayne, I've had many amazing educational opportunities, including AP courses such as Gov, World History, Physics, and U.S. History, which have provided me with a chance to test out of college courses. I have also had the ability to take many honors courses in all subjects. While experiencing these courses, I have learned not only the subject they have described, but the ways to study, understand critical text, do proper research, and much more. My favorite classes were most of my science classes and math classes. Not only has Western Wayne provided me with a well-rounded education, but I have been lucky enough to take part in many clubs. I was a member of TSA for 3 years, where I was able to compete at the national, regional, and state level. As a member of SAT for 3 years and treasurer for 1 year, I participated in many volunteer activities. I was also inducted as a sophomore into the National Honor Society and re-inducted each year. This opportunity opens more volunteer experience and an ability to push myself academically. As a freshman, I was invited into the varsity club and was honored to serve as a secretary for 3 years with my fellow peers. These clubs have made high school something to remember and brought me together with some amazing friends. Along with the clubs, I am a member of most sports teams. I was a 3-year member of the cross-country team, a 4-year member of the basketball team, and a 4-year member of the softball team. The members of the basketball team will stick with me forever, ranging from team bonding sessions, summer league, themed practices, and a huge rivalry win against Walnut Compact, North Pocono, and Homestead. Then there's softball, where I served as a 2-year captain with 3 other seniors. Although our team wasn't successful as we hoped to be, I would trade my team for anything, and I wish I had one more game. I will forever love my home in left field, and I'm sad to say my varsity career has come and gone as fast as it did, but I'm sure I'll be back to visit. And with such an amazing high school career, I'm happy to announce that I will be attending Misericordia University, where I was accepted for a doctorate program of 6.5 years for physical therapy, where I will receive a bachelor's degree in sports management and a clinical doctorate in physical therapy. I would like to thank the board again and my parents.
Next, we have Kristin Thorpe. Kristin is a daughter of Darren and Lori Thorpe of Weymouth.
My name is Kristin Thorpe, and I would like to start off by saying thank you to the school board and my parents for all the opportunities that I've been given throughout high school. Throughout high school, I have participated in volleyball, softball, and band all 4 years. Volleyball, I was the first team all-star the past 2 years. I broke the previous assist record my junior year and almost doubled it my senior year, and became the second setter in league history to reach 1,000 assists. In softball, I was awarded defensive and offensive specialist my sophomore and senior year. And while in band, I had opportunities to travel to Baltimore, Virginia Beach, New York, and Florida. On these trips, we had several clinics on how to play and march, and it helped us with the band and represent Western Maine. This past April, we had the privilege to lead the Electric Light Parade down Main Street, USA in Disneyland. Along with these extracurriculars, I maintained honorable status with multiple AP courses, including AP English Language, AP Literature, AP Physics 1, and AP Calculus. I also volunteer every summer at my church's Vacation Bible School, and I volunteered the past 2 summers at My Brother's Keeper, which makes sleeping bags that are distributed to homeless. This fall, I will be one of 5 Western Wayne graduates to attend Shippensburg University, and I will be majoring in geography. Thank you.
And our third senior tonight is Sean Batzel. Sean is the son of Warren and Stacy Batzel of Lake Erie.
Good evening, members of the Board of Education, Dr. LeCoe, Mr. Sheehan, parents, and teachers. Thank you for the opportunity to speak tonight and for ensuring that all of us graduating this year receive the best high school education we possibly could. I would also like to thank my parents, whose support has been instrumental in getting my last 4 years where they were. The last 4 years, I've taken advantage of as many of the AP and honors programs as I could. In freshman year, I was in English 9 honors, honored earth science, American Cultures 1 honors, and honors geometry. Sophomore year, I was in AP American History, honors biology, honors algebra 2, and honors English. Last year, I was in honors pre-calculus, AP language and composition, AP world history, and honors chemistry. This year, my classes have included AP English literature and composition, AP US government and politics, AP physics 1, and calculus. I was also fortunate enough to schedule an introductory computer programming course in 9th grade and an intermediate one this year, which gave me a head start on the material I'll be covering throughout college. I've covered more material in the last 4 years than I'd ever thought possible, and will move on to my college education with a good degree of preparation for what's ahead. I've also been in the NHS for 3 years and honor roll status for 4 years. I've also been involved in a number of extracurricular activities, mostly performance-oriented. For 5 years, I've been a member of the mock trial team. I've performed on stage in 3 musicals. I've been in the pit orchestra for 1. I've been in the jazz band for 5 years, the concert band for 4 years, and the marching band for 4 years. During the last 2 years, I served as low brass section leader for the marching band. The last 2 years, I've also been a member of the school chorus and went to PMEA District 9 choir this year and last year, and was fortunate enough to attend Region 4 choir this year. Music has been a huge driving force for me the last few years, and I find it almost impossible to imagine my high school career without Western Wayne's music program. For that and for the other music students that have the opportunity to get the same exposure in the years after my graduation, I would like to thank you, members of the Board of Education, for your constant efforts to ensure that the student body has a chance to experience the arts. After I leave Western Wayne, I'll be attending the University of Scranton as a computer science major. You should give me the resources to jump straight into software research and development, which is my ultimate goal. Finally, I'd like to thank everyone here for their support of our school and our graduating class, and the Board of Education for the opportunity to speak here tonight. Thank you.
Well, to our principals and students, as well as Sabrina, Kristin, and Sean, we certainly wish you the best from what we've seen here tonight. We're sure you won't let us down. So congratulations and good luck as you move on. Thank you. We also have a group.
Tonight we have with us our Western Wayne / Wayne Highlands robotics team, award-winning robotics team, and I'll let them talk to you about that. They want to address the board and give a brief overview of what it is they do.
I'd like to start off by thanking the board, all the administrators and teachers for their support, and the first robotics team and their support in the technology department. Without the technology department, we wouldn't be able to have this robot or the equipment to build it. Everything we built on this robot was built in the technology department, so thank you for your support in that. We're going to give a demonstration of how it works. This robot was an award-winning robot at all of our competitions. We won first place at our first event in Mount Olive, New Jersey, and second place at our Hatboro Horsham second qualifying event, and we finished at Mar
15th out of
141 teams, 15th out of 141 teams from Pennsylvania, Delaware, and New Jersey. Go ahead, Zach.
Okay, now we're going to give a demonstration. I'm Zach Larch, this is Zach Murray, and Justin Black. So, as for demonstrating, we during an autonomous mode, which we won't right now, we were able to pick up the garbage can, which was set out previous on the field with the robot set up behind it. Which then lifted up the garbage can, and we were able to place totes underneath it. We would then back up to a driver controlled door that would drop down, and we were able to load totes into the back of the robot and be able to create our stack. During the competition, we were able to do multiple stacks of 6 totes with the garbage can on top. So, to thank the board and for supporting the robotics team and for the tech department, we have a letter for the board. And we also have a t-shirt that was made up by a local screen company that has our robotics symbol on the front, and then all of our achievements in the past 4 years. We also have a keychain for each board member. That was 3D printed by some of the new technology that was received in the tech department.
Real quick, everyone, just so you know, I'm Brian Ranger of the advisory group at Western University. The real quick component, what you're looking at there, is that is 6 weeks of work, is what they are given only. They're given the competition. We show up at the New Jersey Institute of Technology. They gave us the totes and the garbage can. They tell you a weight and size maximum requirement, and you have 6 weeks to build it, and then bag it up and compete. So that's the result of what they've come forth with that, and through the work of both Highland, Western Wayne School Districts, and Picatinny Arsenal, and the Community Foundation have been huge, plus all of our local sponsors that are listed on there. But there's a lot more, even more than just the physical. There's business end of it that they have to present forth, and we work with all the other departments, the math, the English, business, and so forth. It's pretty instructive when it comes to saying the word STEM. You're looking at the epitome of what STEM education is right there. So, but thank you all for your support.
Mr. Hollister, if I may, I'd like to add something. Mr. Landry mentioned the Community Foundation, the Wayne County Community Foundation. I'm a member of that. And last Wednesday at the Evergreen School, these young men and Mr. Landry were present for the quarterly meeting of the foundation, which is held at the school. We travel to the 3 W's basically rotate through in June. So Ms. Gogolski was a gracious host. Dr. Wacko was there, and these 3 young men presented this demonstration to the members of the Community Foundation who were present. There were about 15 members. And afterward, when we were having our meeting, the Community Foundation members commented about what a great job had been done. They were very impressed, and it was all very good for Western Wayne. So they went out into other parts of Wayne County, and I'm sure they talked about this presentation in a very positive way, a very positive and good thing about Western Wayne. So thank you, Dr. Wacko, and thank you, Ms. Gogolski, and thank you, Mr. Landry, and students for the job well done on Wednesday.